In addition to knowing how do you create a Boolean expression for a given circuit, you should also know how do we go from Boolean expressions to circuits themselves. Okay, so right now I have a Boolean expression given, and we have to build a circuit by looking at this. The way we do this is very simple. We basically have to reverse engineer the process that we looked at in the previous video. Look at each bracket and draw up the circuit for it. So let's look at the first bracket, which is A and B. So we write down A, B, and we take the inputs and connect them to an AND gate. Okay, make sure you are drawing the AND gate correctly. Then we have the other bracket, which is this one. Again, we have A or B, right? So we take a copy of the signal A and a copy of signal B and connect them to an OR gate. Okay, then once you are done with all the brackets, you look at what is outside of the brackets. Okay, what we have outside of the bracket is this OR gate, and it's basically it's in between the two brackets, which for the circuit it means that it will take the output of these two brackets, which is these wires that I've already drawn coming out of these gates, and I will connect it using the OR gate because that's the gate that is connecting the two brackets over here. Okay, let's take another slightly more difficult example of this. So X, A and B, or not A or B and C and B. All right, again the procedure is the same, which is we look at the brackets one by one. Okay, so the first bracket we have A, B, and both of them are going into the AND gate. All right, then we have the other bracket, which is this one over here, which is basically A, not A or B, right? Which means you will take a copy of A, but first put it through NOT gate. Okay, because it's not A, right? So you will put it through NOT gate, then take a copy of B, and the output of and these two signals will go into the OR gate. Hence we have constructed the circuit for this second bracket, which is not A or B. The next bracket that we have is this one, which is C and B, right? So I have to first of all create the signal C, that's not drawn yet, right? This one goes into an AND gate, but the other input it is getting is from B, right? So I'll take a signal from B and provide it to this gate as well. Okay, now that we have all the brackets drawn out in front of us, how do we connect the result of all these three brackets? Well, we go from left to right. Okay, we go from left to right. Okay, the first signal, the first gate that we are getting when you go from left to right outside of the bracket is this OR gate, which is connecting the output of these two brackets, right? What were those two brackets? It was this bracket and this circuit and this circuit, right? So they both will be connected using the OR gate, right? So let's connect both of them using the OR gate. Then the output, and then the next one that we have is the AND gate. Okay, the AND gate will be connected using the output of this last bracket and whatever is the output of the first two brackets that we have, which is actually this one. All right, so we'll connect both of those using the AND gate over here. Alright, so this is the result of this. So again, first do the brackets and then connect the brackets using the gate that is written outside of those brackets. If you have more than two brackets, you should connect them by going from left to right. Look at the gates that are written outside of the bracket from left to right and keep connecting them in order. Okay, all right, that's it.